A very good morning to all. Today, we are going to discuss the next type of pollution, and that is land pollution. So, what is land pollution? Destruction of Earth's land surfaces, often directly or indirectly as a result of human activities that result in land pollution. That is when we dump chemical waste or glass or plastic in the soil, that causes land pollution. So land is polluted mainly by the waste that is generated in industries, in hospitals, in households, etc. So that is how the land gets polluted. So there are two types of waste, that is biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. So what is the meaning of biodegradable waste? The waste which gets degraded or which can break down naturally, we call it as biodegradable waste. For example, fruits and vegetable peelings, leaves, all these are examples for biodegradable waste because they get easily degraded in the soil. The next type of waste, that is non-biodegradable waste. So what are non-biodegradable waste? So these are waste that do not get degraded in the soil. That is, they do not break down naturally. They remain in the soil for many years. So such types of waste, we call it as biodegradable waste. For example, plastic, glasses, all these are non-biodegradable because they do not degrade. They remain in the soil for many years. So such type of waste, we call it as non-biodegradable waste. So types of waste, that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. The next is effects of land pollution. So polluted land, it can pollute water bodies. So this occurs when the harmful substances, when it mixes with the rainwater and it flows into lakes and rivers. So polluted land, it can pollute the water bodies. Now let's see the steps to reduce land pollution. The first thing is that the waste materials must be disposed properly. That is a very important step that we need to take. We should not dump it anywhere. We need to dispose them properly in order to keep our environment clean. The next is that non-biodegradable waste. So non-biodegradable waste, we know that these wastes do not degrade in the soil. They remain in the soil for many years. For example, plastic, glass, all these are non-biodegradable. They do not decompose and it actually pollutes the soil and water. So that what you need to do is we should never dump them in soil or in water. Why? If we dump them in soil and water, they remain in the soil for many years because they do not decompose. So we should not throw non-biodegradable materials into water or in land. The next thing is that waste such as used paper, plastic, glass or metal objects, it should be recycled. So we can recycle these types of materials like the used paper or plastic and which can be converted into new useful products. So we need to recycle these materials by which we can reduce land pollution. The next is every household should collect recyclable waste and sell it. That can reduce the garbage that accumulates in our surroundings. So every household can collect the waste materials which can be recycled and we can sell it, by which we can reduce the amount of garbage that accumulates in our surroundings. The next is biodegradable waste. So we know that the waste which gets decomposed, we call it as biodegradable waste. For example, fruit peelings, vegetable peelings, all these are biodegradable waste. It should be collected in a pit and allowed to decompose. And this decomposed matter can be used as manure to grow plants. So that will also help in reducing waste. So these are the different steps that we can take in order to reduce land pollution. So in this class, we discussed about the next type of pollution, that is land pollution. That is when we dump these chemical waste, glass, plastic into the soil that causes land pollution. And we discussed that there are two types of waste, that is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Then we discussed about land pollution. The polluted land, it can pollute water bodies. Then we discussed about the different steps that we can take in order to reduce land pollution. So I hope the class was clear to you. We'll meet in the next class and we'll discuss the next type of pollution. Till then, thank you.